Mau Lengo, Fabian. And then he's a chairman of the MEPE Development Association. And then Kennedy Toji, social group, the 10th General Secretary. Gentlemen, where's your low? Yo, get closer to the microphone for me. How are you?
We are fine.
Are you sure you are fine?
Somehow.
I have not been happy with the way the Volta River Authority has decided to spill water. First, they said this was controlled. But when I look at what is happening there, there's nothing controllable about it. What do you say?
Thank you very much. We want to use this opportunity to thank the Media General and, for that matter, 3FM 92.7. Extend greetings to the people of Mepe and all affected communities.
How's it called? Mepe.
And all the affected
William
communities.
is my ever instructor on the show.
Thank you very much.
And when I was on you, there was Cookie, but now it's William. How an equipping man is teaching me ever is the miracle.
Thank you very much. Now, back to the question and the subject matter.
Right.
The truth is that, as Riley said, we are unsure exactly what VRA started with. To us, it's a complete disaster. What actually is throwing our emotions beyond the roof is that prior to this happening, VRA carried what they call simulation exercise.
Right.
Few months back. It's our understanding that that simulation exercise would have guided the corporate VRA to prepare adequately for whatever they were doing that exercise for. This exercise was carried, whatever it is, the result, the report, etc., was not shared with us. Probably it's for corporate consumption.
Right.
But given that this havoc started as far back somewhere 15th of September, and it's 1 month down the line, there is completely no pre-preparedness. As a matter of fact, as we speak now, Mepe Traditional Council and Mepe Development Association and the people of Mepe Traditional area have not received an official delegation calling on them. We've heard they've been driving past through, and we think that that is not good enough. So these are the few areas that I want to point out for now, but it's a complete havoc.
You are chairman of the association that is interested in the development of the area. What have the NADMO, VRA, what have they been telling you?
Thank you very much for this very important question. As a matter of fact, as earlier indicated, as we speak now, we've not had any proper meeting with VRA representatives and NADMO, not at all. I must indicate that 2 days ago, that Honorable Kojo Alanshamate paid a courtesy call. After that exercise, that the DCE and NADMO coordinator within the district came back in the evening on few steps that they have been taking. But the traditional leaders and Mepe Development Association are not happy with this at all, because whatever they are doing, we have no idea.
Really?
To be very honest with you, because we don't know exactly what they are doing. You will see pickups and cars passing through the streets where they
but
go.
Nobody is talking to you?
No, nobody. We've not had any sitting with them to plan with them, because we know exactly where our people are, exactly what they need, and how they are expected to be taken care of. We have not been involved. So there is no proper or no coordination, in fact, let alone at proper.
Kojo, let me bring you in the conversation. Yeah. Where do the people sleep? I saw the videos. Water up to lintel level. Some drowning roofs.
Yeah.
Where are your people sleeping? Get closer to the microphone.
Actually, where some are now, we have a school there called St. Kizito Secondary School. So they send all of them to that end.
Okay.
Yes, so some of them that have to flee the country,
The community.
the community actually.
So their homes now have been inundated by water, drowned, and they have to leave
They have to leave.
their ancestral village.
That is it.
And how are they sleeping?
It's a serious issue because now there's no even electricity in the town.
And were you told about this before it happened?
Not at all.
You were not told
Not at all.
that we're going to spill the water from the
Not at all,
dam,
not at all.
prepare, it's going to be at this
Because I heard from our
magnitude.
MP, and he also committed the same thing that there was no prior information to him that they're going to do something of this. So there's nothing of that sort.
Chairman, I can imagine the burden on your pocket. Don't let it drill holes yet. Just tell me what it has been.
Thank you. As a matter of fact, there is an extreme pressure on the pocket of Mepe Development Association and that of Mepe Traditional Council. To start with, so far, over several thousands, not less than about 15,000 of sachet water have been delivered to the community, and as we speak now, probably will be
Because
hitting
their water supply is
completely, everything
up.
is in a mess. There's nothing to drink, nothing to use to prepare food, let alone wash or bath. And the communities that have been divided by the spillage into various islands, you need canoe to cross. This canoe, you can't paddle it. You need that engine boats or what we call outboard motors
motor,
to paddle them. Now, you recall that you need fuel to do this exercise. These canoes are not. Thank you.
Premix.
This come at a huge cost. I mean, they are crossing in and out, and we have over 10 to 15 outlets, and each needs a minimum of in and out. I mean, minimum 2 boats to be at a particular location.
Right.
Sometimes you even need more than 3 or 5, depending on the number at a particular location. All these things come at a cost. So, to be truthful to you, as for the pocket, it's completely gone. We have just been appealing to individuals, institutions, citizens alike to be helping.
I have been in the Volta region. I reported from there in 2004, 2008, Ketu North and Ketu South. And sometimes when people are frustrated, they actually hold your clothes and they want to express themselves. Like, it's not in a violent manner, but they want to appeal to you. They hold you that, I am dying, support me. Do you face that?
Yes. As a matter of fact, even as a chairman of the Development Association, sometimes the news behind you is horrible. And let me also sincerely, from what I heard when the regional minister passed through, the citizens didn't take it lightly. That was on a lighter note. We are very civil people. We are not violent. But given the situation, people naturally, really, we need help. And it's like when you are drowning, anything you lay hands on, you die with it. Right. So if we are reacting in a particular manner, it's not about that's the kind of people we are, but just to express the kind of situation we find ourselves.
I see.
Just so quickly, let me just add this.
Right.
To a large extent, we are feeling that we are not getting the needed attention.
The president is coming to your place today.
We are hearing that in the news today, this morning. We are
But you
in
didn't
the
know
news.
prior to that.
To be honest, I left a
The president
meeting.
just traveled and returned, you know that.
Well, the presidents have a lot of, from the vice president to all cabinet ministers, sector ministers, operating and running this country 24 hours. We believe that in his physical absence, governance should be running.
There's been an interministerial committee created.
We heard that in the news today.
Relax. Everything I say, you say you heard that in the news.
Emphasis.
Means that nobody came to you and the chiefs and people of Mepe and surrounding areas, so Gakope, all those, to talk to you.
Emphasis. I want to limit myself to Mepe traditional area. I want to believe that if same happens elsewhere, we may know. But I've been sitting in the same palace with the traditional council, with the chiefs.
Right.
From the Manclaro, the Queen Mother, the Paramount, Mamaga, Ajosraku, and all other chiefs to be receiving items and any other degree of personality, just as a reference. But there's no such thing. We heard this in the news this morning, that the president will be coming around and will pay courtesy call on traditional leader. And I called Tagwe Manclaro of Mepe on my way here. That this is what I heard in the news. He said, I've heard same. So there has not been any proud sitting to discuss even what we're looking at. Hopefully, if they ended up passing through the palace, the media will get to know. But we believe that we've been denied all these engagements.
Right.
But just let me quickly add this, just not to
digress.
Yeah. Not long it rained, and the Bole Bamboy,
Friday, Saturday.
Yes, the Bole Bamboy Road, the bridge was washed
Dolly
away.
Bridge, you mean?
Thank you very much. And we all witnessed how government has been very pragmatic about that. Brilliant. We are not seeing that when we are paying heavily for a national asset as in the Kosombo Dam.
But this is not the first time. When did you get to South Angloga that way? Said what did the president do? Did he come there?
Unfortunately, so whatever the reasons are, we do not want to speculate. They should come.
I'm not speculating. I'm stating facts. He didn't come there.
No.
Minister for Works and Housing didn't come there.
No.
Dr. Baumia came for a festival in the Volta region, supervisor Dr. Lecha. He didn't come there as well.
Truth.
So I'm speaking facts only.
Yes,
what I know.
It's true.
Finish.
Exactly.
So you have not been attended to.
Exactly the case we are putting across. Why would you not know?
Let's talk about the school children. Are they able to go to school?
Not at all. Even the school buildings, everything
Microphone,
is
please.
actually submerged. So where could they go? They can't go to school.
Churches,
The same.
markets,
The same.
farms.
The same. What shall we?
So how are the people surviving? Now I want to know. You have given them water, food.
It's a miracle. I was like this. We are a social group
Right.
in Accra here, but we are all from Mepe,
right.
mostly. So when we heard the news, we rushed there, and we sent them relief items, food, water, and everything. It got to the point that
From your own resources.
yeah, our own resources. Yes, it got to a point that water got short in Bato all the way to Sege, so you can't get water from there. So you have to come all the way to Dowenya, get water from there, and send to our people. And if you go there, like you just ask my chairman, that how are the people actually
Surviving.
reacting, surviving?
Yeah.
When you go there and we park the truck, if you take just 10 minutes without distributing the water to them, you see how they rush on you as if you owe them.
Wow.
And some even think that we are politicians and the things that we brought to them was given to us by the government to be given to them, and we are trying to delay. No, it's our own resources that we send there to go and give to them. That's how dire the situation is.
I'm sorry, Mere Kuku. Is there a conversation about diseases, diarrhea, typhoid, cholera? Because we know that cemeteries have been flooded.
Yes.
We know that people who have pit latrines in their homes, water has been washed. So we will wait for it. But has there been any conversation from the authorities when they come to you? Has there been any?
Not at all. Again, not at all. These are very scary moments. And as indicated, we are very, very, very concerned about what emerging health situation would tend to look. So we believe that it is appropriate at this time for Ghana Health Authority to be engaging the process on the ground. Clearly, even when we are the people are having this temporary abode, there are no such facility as in what?
Right.
KVIPs, as we call them, and even when they drink water, how and where to dispose those rubbish. So they are living in the same fields again. So you can imagine what awaits us maybe during the course of this or the aftermath. So we think that it is appropriate the health authority quickly moving to begin to look into the next few days ahead of us so that we don't find ourselves.
You mean that conversation has not been had
Not
with
at
you?
all. Zero rated.
Not at all.
Nothing.
Zero rated. No. Look, I am heavily involved in every single step of the move with the chiefs. So there is no such engagement, not at all.
But this is supposed to be a community thing.
Sure.
And for example, the stimulation exercise, so-called, I would put it because he said no, stimulation exercise was supposed to have happened in tandem with you. And you are suggesting to me that nothing of the sort happened, nobody said anything to you, and even the management of this. So they are managing from the top, and you are just down there waiting for information.
Exactly the case, and how they're managing at the top on our behalf, where we are not involved, we do not know. It's the reason we are not even feeling it. And there is no management going on anyway, because you can go on the street of Mepe and begin to run interview.
Right. The people are angry.
They are
Very angry.
They are upset. They are emotionally troubled.
So where do they sleep?
In fact, they are surviving in the water, to put it mildly, because you have to scavenge for the limited dry grounds. There's we are not able to supply them what we call mattresses,
Right.
let alone
Blankets.
bedspread, mosquito net. I don't even want to call the treated ones, or mosquito coils around. Complete nothing. Complete nothing.
Because this is an association, and these are your own resources.
Exactly.
So what is NADMO bringing to the table?
As a matter of fact, we've not gotten anything from NADMO as we speak now.
For Mepe?
Yes.
Absolutely nothing from NADMO. If they've done anything at all, they should let the press know and who they are engaging to do, probably, but there's no such record.
Because the videos we saw, people's homes drowned in water.
Yes.
Are they real or they are artificial intelligence videos?
They are real. And I have them on my phone here. If you wouldn't mind, I can share with you.
Why not?
Serious ones.
The videos we saw, where
Yes,
people's homes are drowned, you can just see the roof, or some, even the roof are in the water. They are real.
They are.
They are very rare. Just to add to it, whilst my brother is checking in some of the videos to show you, we are encouraging and inviting people to get there, because the videos are not even giving us a proper pictorial situation. When you get to the ground, it's different.
How do you mean?
What it means is that it's different what you see in the video. It's worse than you are seeing in the video, because most of the video probably, in all fairness, this is not to indict anybody, probably are not done by professional cameramen.
Yeah, it is,
Right.
yeah,
So
right.
somebody standing quite a very long distance, but if you happen to get closer to the scenes, you realize that the videos are not even giving us the right pictures. It's a horrible situation.
So a friend of mine from GIJ, Romeo,
Ajadopo.
yes, Dopo,
Yeah,
yes,
he's from
yes.
there.
He sent me this. Says support for there's Joe Juliet. Support for flood disaster victims at Mepe Volta region. Donation of food supplies, drinking water, toiletries, medical supplies, mattresses, and other relief items are welcome. And he puts out the mobile number. Please support them. I beg you. 0242 702080 0242 702080 Mepe Development Mepe.
Yes.
Yeah, Development Association. And there's also a bank account number, Apex in a link transfer, Mepe Develop Area Rural Bank to 502 1120000130 461. That's 502112000130461. And they put a phone number, Fabian and Pascal there. You know them too?
Fabian is the one.
I'm
Okay.
the chairman of Mepe
Fabian, okay,
Association.
let me put the chairman's number, 0244 368 312 0244 368 312. Now, the president is coming to your home this morning. What do you say?
believing that President will make.
And let me add that Romeo, my colleague from GIJ, is the PRO of your association. Yes.
Yeah, brilliant. Yes.
He was trained from a very good school.
Thank you.
A school that's.
But Romeo
William-
and Fabian are very, very good friends.
In fact, a school that William couldn't attend, but my producer 60s attended. Yes, but William couldn't attend.
Which one?
The Ghana Institute of Journalism, Africa's foremost communication institute. Yes, did you? Yeah. You know, he was there. He was there before he went to JIC, but he only got a diploma.
Nice one.
Only got a diploma. 6 you and I, we got masters there. We remote you, but he only got a diploma. Yeah, they didn't put it in a proper file. Go ahead, please.
Brilliant. Thank you for this very important question. First of all, as earlier indicated, we heard in the news. So I actually reached out to Tagwe Manklaro, that's the traditional leadership.
All right.
Whether they received any formal prior notice or engagement.
Right.
They claim they also just speak it in the news. So we, as a community, we are sitting 24 hours. If the president calls on us, we have a proper engagement with him. And we are actually appealing to him that if we are not in his plan, he should add us to his plan and meet us at Tagweman Klalos Palace. The traditional council will be there together with Mapedon Association. We will listen to him and put our case to him. We can speak for ourselves. So when he comes, we wanted him to speak to us directly so that we are able to fix it. In fact, we want a total solution to the problem. Total solution.
This total solution, what form should it take? Because this is not the first time that the VRA is spilling. I read Honorable Kenjirasa's book. He spoke about the dog and the owner of the dog and the dog being let loose by the owner. And the owner said, I tried to curtail the dog. And that's what's happening because the VRA monitors the regime of the water. If you read the book, he predicted this situation
happening.
Yes. In 2020, I launched a book.
Oh, brilliant.
Yes, with Speaker Bagbin, Kofi Ato, etc. And he predicted what you are facing today.
Brilliant.
But nobody listened to him.
Yes, that was one of the reasons I used this Bole Bambwe Road bridge washed away as one of the case studies.
Right, the Dolly Bridge. Yeah,
exactly. That, as a matter of fact, just this morning we heard that a department at the University of Ghana,
right,
if I stand corrected, either the science department, that they have solution to solve this problem. So I don't want to suggest that VRA hasn't got what it takes, but I believe that if a department, University of Ghana, our premier university, at this crucial moment are on air, it's a major news item, then I think that they needed to engage that department as soon as possible because we believe that there is and there should be a solution immediately.
The relief items will not solve everything. There has to be a holistic plan because the way I look at Volta region now, there is a sea defense war project which is lagging behind, which is affecting a lot of communities and investment. But there's also rain and there's also the Akosombo Dam Spillage as we have now. So from your perspective as an association, what holistic plan are we looking at? Could you want to take that or should I give it to Chairman? Yeah, Chairman.
Thank you very much, sir. Clearly, I'm tempted to think that it's a position of a neglect in the real sense.
Neglect from who to
Well,
who?
from government, to be very precise, because you see, there are this plan to solve the problem like sea defense. What is taking it for so long? And our people every day, the water or the waves wash them away, and then we go and then we shout and run away. What we are going through now happened over 6 decades ago. I'm not too sure that University of Ghana, the news I picked today, Science Department only wake up today to know that they can find a solution. So the solutions has always been there. So we believe that it's a total neglect. It's not as if the solution is not there. It's a complete neglect. And we think that it is time for government to give this whole issue a priority so that we are able to fix it now and forever.
But this now and forever thing, is it not wishful thinking? If you say you have been neglected and you are wishing for it now and ultimately, that's wishful thinking, is it not?
Well, if history is anything to go by, yes, we are tempted to think so. But I'm suggesting to leadership that if that is not the case, then they must demonstrate leadership.
Kojo, what do you think?
No, I'm Ken.
Ken, yes, so talk to me.
No, I think he's right. Yeah, he's right. So I actually concur.
You and for me, I'm worried about you have families. You take care of them. So your income is for you and your family and maybe social good. But now people are coming to you to drill into your pocket. That's what I'm worried about. How do you survive, Ken?
Johnny, it is not easy. That's what I said, that the situation is there. And then as of now, we as a social group, the tent, I may say from day one up to now, whatever we need to do for the people over there, we're trying to do everything. And I could say that now our coffers is dry, but yet still we are calling on people, as my chairman just said, that people should come to our aid and then help us as well. So this is that we can also do to help them. We try to mobilize, and by days to come, we'll go back and assist our people. Individually, we are doing what we can, but I think that that's too small to solve the problem. That's why we are saying that government should come in. Should come in.
And do what exactly?
Oh, really? Actually, the people are suffering. What to eat, what to drink, and even what to shower.
VRA says they have given you rice and oil and mattresses. They put out a statement.
That is not enough. It's not true.
It's not true that they have given you anything.
No, our people, some said that they came there and then they actually wrote their names. So if you look at the list and your name is not there, those items not given to you. Some stayed there for more than 3 days, no food, nothing at all. So we don't even know
if your name was not on the list.
You're on the list.
Wow.
You won't get it. So as of now, we don't even know the people that they've given those items to. As of yesterday, they came there with their boat, cruising on the river or whatever it is. To no avail, nothing has happened.
So VRA support is selective. Chairman,
I can't
you
wait
have dropped your lips.
To be honest, I can't wait to take on the VRA issue. Wherever VRA is carrying its exercise, Mepe traditional area is not aware.
Really?
Yeah, people can freely come to Mepe and do whatever they want to do on the street and go back.
Chairman, hold on. So this is a letter from the Volta River Authority, a press release actually. I'll read the full thing, dated October 11, 2023 by the Corporate Affairs and External Relations Unit. It said the Volta River Authority, in collaboration with the National Disaster Management Organization, has offered support to communities affected by the ongoing spillage of water from the Akosobo Dam, Pong Dams, and through the presentation of relief items. In keeping the VRA's commitment to alleviate the plight of communities while monitoring the spill situation that has affected some communities in the lower Volta Basin, the authority decided to provide essential relief items. The items are to help mitigate the difficulties being faced by the communities that have been impacted adversely as a result of the intensified spill rate. The presentation of the items took place on Wednesday, October 11, please note the date, 2023, at a ceremony that was attended by the Municipal District Chief Executive of the Central Tong, North Tong, and Keta and Anglong districts at Adidome in the Volta region. The items, which included mattresses, blankets, various food items, clothes, and toiletries, were presented by Engineer Ken Arthur, the Deputy Chief Executive in charge of services of the VRA. The Director General of NADMO, Mr. Eric Nana Ajiman Prempe, received the items on behalf of the affected communities. The VRA commenced the controlled spillage on September 15, 2023, due to a consistent rise in the inflow pattern and the water level of Volta River, etc., etc. So these are things that they say they have given to you.
Sir, VRA should be asking the district chief executives that they have assembled and distributed these items to them.
Right.
VRA failed in their social responsibility to meet the traditional leaders. And I can speak for Mepe traditional area.
Right, because that's where you are. You sit with the chiefs and all
is
that.
The worst affected community. Over 85 to 90% of Mepe is submerged. Complete every part is
the ancestral village of Mepe.
I'm serious about this.
Is submerged.
I'm serious about this as a citizen. And
have buildings collapsed, by the way? Let me just ask you.
You asked whether
buildings have collapsed.
Yeah, a number of them, countless number of buildings.
And you say the VRA has not come to you officially as a key stakeholder in all of what is happening in crisis management.
I'm sure the letter you read from VRA has actually supported my case already. I don't need to explain that. In that letter, have they met traditional leaders? Look at the category of people they met. They met district chief executives. Where are the chiefs? Where are the traditional leaders in this? How could VRA sidestep traditional leaders and the citizenry that are submerged in this? Look, there are times until you are with the people, the chiefs have emotional empathy and sympathy with their folks.
Fellow feeling.
Thank you very much. And if VRA so decides to go and meet district chief executive and distributed those things, in fact, who would have been expecting that this district chief executive would have called on the various traditional leadership and said that this is your allocation, that's your allocation, this is your allocation.
Right.
Speaking from a traditional area, there is no such thing donated through the traditional council.
So why did VRA write this then?
VRA should be answering that question, and I'm happy that VRA should be answering that question, and I'm happy that they have not mentioned any traditional leader. They mention DCEs. I mean.
Are you going to sue VRA? Because Honorable Kenjurasa says he's going to inspire class action against VRA. Are you going to join in that class action?
Look, any action that well-meaning citizens of Volta region would be taken in the best interest of all of us as Ghanaians with equal rights.
Right.
Why not? We will look at it.
Somebody sent this one. It says, hello, good morning, Johnny. Please, a colleague told me on Friday, the past Friday, that the dam will be opened again during election time so that it will sweep all the Voltarians away into the sea. So after election, before we can be attended to, please, I'm taking this comment lightly because I'm not taking this comment lightly because this is tribalism. Political blinded people like this should be dealt with. That's what somebody says. Another person also sent a message to me last Thursday and suggested that, look, the place has been flooded to the extent that even if you wanted to go and transfer your vote or whatever it is, you cannot transfer. Do you see these sentiments as real?
Yes.
Brilliant.
It's real.
Brilliant.
It's real.
The sentiments are real.
Very real.
That's brilliant. Let me just add to this that it's going to be a very critical issue. Look, we are trying to build a database for ourselves, my traditional area. So we set up a committee, including the assemblymen. Look, for every 3 days, it costs us not less than 6,000 to 8,000 every 3 days to be running this registration with our people across the various settlements of the artificial island that have been created by this event. Now, using the same case studies, how is it going to be like when somebody wants to transfer vote or do whatever?
Right.
Complete mess. We do not know how many people even lost their Ghana cards and other things. Now that's even a major issue because properties have been lost. No, who is thinking about being Ghana card at this time? But if that's going to be the only medium of
excessive franchise,
then it's completely gone. We
people
do not
have
know,
been disenfranchised because of the spillage of.
I don't even know that we are going to be giving a special dispensation for people to even re-register, because see, you draw my attention to that very crucial issue as well.
Right.
And if what they say, this is a similar election, all right, December.
Yeah. This was level election.
We are just a month away. How is our community going to benefit from this? Look, every single step that is currently ongoing appear not to be addressing anything, including all this thing that we are talking
Ken,
about.
how much money have your people been asking you for to solve their problems? You as Ken.
Oh yes, actually we have family there, so somebody can even ask you as little as 50 Ghana cedis
Just to
20
survive.
Ghana, just to survive.
Because of the damn sillage.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
Chamando, what about you?
It's an embarrassing situation. I recall I spent about 1 week. I came last night. Look, every day. In fact, the coins everywhere around you, they virtually beg. We are not people. The people of Mepe and North Tongue and beyond are hardworking people. You give everything and look for everything and still give it to them because they really need it. So it's a real situation. It's a very horrible.
I know you have to run to TV, go on your TV at this time, but what do you leave us with? I feel quite underwhelmed by the shocking details you have given. I've only received videos. I planned to go to the Volta region this week and I couldn't. I wanted to go and see for myself, as is in line with what I do, but I couldn't go there. The videos I saw, NADMO officials, indigents, some of my sources there, it broke my heart. People's buildings have been sunk in water. I couldn't believe it. What do you leave us with?
First of all, to thank your media house and to extend gratitude to our citizens, both home and abroad, and to call on entire Ghanaians and everybody listening to us across the globe that we are in dire need in any and every form that keeps body and soul. That's all we're leaving you with. We appeal to the authorities from government down to the district that they should involve us in every step of the move. We do not want to wake up hearing so much money has been expended on this disaster when we are not involved, neither are we aware of this thing. So we want to be properly engaged so that we'll be part and real beneficiary of whatever decision-making program we are doing.
What's the number to call or to send more support to for the good of the people of Mepe and surrounding communities?
For Momo, as already indicated, is 0242 70
Right.
20 80 0242 70 20 80. That goes straight to Mepe Development Association. And
the name of the account is what?
Mepe Development Association.
Right.
Mepe Development Association.
That's the account name.
Exactly.
Please say the number again.
0242 70
Right.
20
Right.
80.
Great. Ken, you have the final word. What do you say?
Thank you. We have to thank Media General for actually giving us this opportunity to actually say exactly what is happening down there. And we need help from the authority. They should come to our aid and then actually see what happened over there. So that whatever kind of help they can give to us, they have to offer that help to us as well.
Great.
And we've been a social group, as I said, the tent. We also do our best to assist them as well.
Okay.
And see the way forward.
Okay. Kojo Mawulengo Fabian is the chairman of the Mepe Development Association, and Kennedy Toji is the social group 10th general secretary. Grateful. Romeo
Romeo Koku
Ajaduokpo, yes. Romeo Koku Ajaduokpo. Can I forget my mate's name?
Maybe before I associate
Council, I'll give you time.
No. I want
You
to
want to be
associate with
please
their-
pull the
the
microphone.
sentiment they are
Pull the
raising.
microphone, please.
Because they are my
Lawyer
people.
Godwin Edujita Macro.
They are my people. Anything that happens within the tongue zone
Right.
affects me
It
as
affects-
well.
right.
You know, my dad is from the Mafi areas.
Mafi.
From Mafi, Dugame.
Kumasi.
From Mafi, Dugame, Povieji,
Poviaji,
Kumasi, and all of those areas.
I used to go and buy Gary there.
Yes, exactly.
Kumasi,
So from Adaklu, coming
Poviaji,
to
Akachi Junction, when you
Adidome,
get
you
there,
know
you
the
branch
cassava
left.
farms there.
Yes.
And then the Gary
So when I
extraction.
get to Akachi Junction, I branch Poviaji, Vute.
You know,
I go buy Gary, correct Gary.
You know
Then I come and
the,
soak
you
it.
know the area so much, and I mean, in fact, beyond the Mepe development, fund,
Association, right?
I want to also.
Chairman.
I want to also urge you that we'll use your platform
Right.
like we did during COVID,
Right.
where private agencies came on board. The crisis there had never happened before,
Right.
so that we can get involved. I understand they have another engagement.
Right. You know that when the Keta, Angloga, the tidal wave thing
so
came,
I think they have to go.
I
for their
actually
TV show.
organized. We organized on TV3 News,
Sure.
did a live outdoor, and gave them products.
Sure. God bless you.
We went to do that there
God bless you.
because the authorities
My
decided.
brother, it is
The
not a
authorities
joke.
decided to ignore them. Yes, please sit in the middle for me. The authorities decided to ignore them. And I decided that this cannot be done. The people have to be attended to.
And you see, Johnny, there was a perfect opportunity to avoid this situation.
Tell me about it.
Okay, so you see that two agencies are supposed to work together.
That's right.
VRA and Meteo.
Yes. Yes.
Meteo is to provide a forecast by way of rain,
Right.
how much rain for the year,
Right.
right? Now, it appears that there was a problem between VRA and Meteo,
What problem is that?
the lack of corroboration.
Yeah.
Now, VRA, I understand, are blaming Meteo that the forecasts were not good enough. Because, you see, it's all about accumulation. It's all about accumulation of water in the dam, the reservoir.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So the reservoir has about 278 meters. That's the highest it can take. Beyond that, the water will begin to flow over the dam.
Right.
And if you get to that point, the integrity of the dam itself will be compromised.
Right.
And if that dam, God forbid, collapses, as for the disaster, it will be without mitigation.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So there's the need for what you call a balancing act. You look at the integrity of the dam, and then you look at the affected communities as well.
Right.
Now, like I've stated earlier, that failure of planning is what has brought the disaster in this form. This is not the first time they are spilling water from the dam.
That's correct.
2010, they did
Even before 2010, in the 60s.
in the 60s.
Ken Jirasa wrote it in his
72.
book.
Yes, I've seen it. Yeah, I saw you
Yes,
referenced
yes.
it. You understand? But this
He
level,
predicted what is
but
happening
this
today.
level, we have never seen it before.
He predicted it too.
And because of the planning failure, look, you know VRA has a dredging unit.
That's right.
And the dredging unit is supposed to dredge the estuaries. Because usually if the water is able to move, it doesn't accumulate.
That's right. Doesn't bounce back.
It
anyway.
doesn't bounce back.
Yeah.
Because then there is a free exit.
Yeah.
It is when all those human activities and the, silting of the dam, then there is a problem. And they are supposed to have a unit. Because remember that all the sand dam moves, they all move and end at the estuary.
That's correct.
Because it's entering the sea.
That's correct.
Currents, and all of those things. One may be going this way, one is coming this way. And so it creates its own deposits. And so periodically, we are supposed to do all those. Planners went to sleep. Planners, policy planners went to sleep. And this is the result.
Let me welcome George. You see, he's the National Communications Director for the National Disaster Management Organization. Big man with big post. George, good morning. How are you doing?
Yeah, good morning.
Disaster is upon us.
Oh, Johnny, it's true.
Is this beyond NADMO?
No, it's a national disaster.
Is this beyond NADMO?
It cannot be beyond NADMO,
Okay.
but there's a challenge that we are all saddled with, and we need to help salvage the people and the situation. So I wouldn't say it's beyond NADMO. NADMO is working in partnership with VRA to ensure that we bring the situation.
Did NADMO see this coming?
Yes, we did.
And-
VRA
and-
did.
and what did
and
you
so
s-
I disagree with council.
and what
for
did you
saying
do
people went
about
to
it?
sleep. Yes, in May, I told you we had a simulation exercise.
But the
to
people on the
sensitize
ground are
people.
telling us that you did the simulation, but they thought that it was a joke.
Then, yes, so what you are
the
thinking,
communication.
No, we engaged them. We engaged the assemblies. Okay, all of them were part. And people didn't believe, as you're saying, they didn't believe. When we went there by the river, they were there and they said, what's this? Oh no, this thing will not happen. That's the doubt until it happens.
But that should have
get
told you
it?
that if
Yes.
the people you are communicating to are telling you that, look, this communication you are giving us is not assimilated.
No, you
then there's a
cannot
problem.
compel them. The people think it's not going to happen. As you said, since the 60s, okay,
Right.
that they experience these
Right.
things. They don't think it's going to happen. Most of them in their lifetime, they've not seen it. Even the 2010 one wasn't as
huge as
yes,
this one,
as this one. You get it. And so, Johnny, we cannot say people went to sleep. No, we anticipated it, we envisioned it, and we took steps to ensure that we prepare the people for this happening.
MEPE traditional authorities just got out of the studio.
Okay.
And they are suggesting that, look, VRA statement, for example, is just talking to MMDCs and not talking to the traditional authority who manage the people. That's a challenge, is it not?
Oh no, but in our simulation, we engage them.
No, when you send the relief items, they just left here. They sat in your chair and they did this chair.
Yes. No, relief, there's a process, SOP, that is used for that. And so there's a structure. And, the assembly is able to identify the affected people. We put them in places, and then there's a head count. So we know the people affected, the children and all that. So the assembly is better placed to be able to get the materials to the people done. So assembly and NADMO is better placed to get the people.
George,
yes, we get the traditional rulers involved, but we cannot tax them to do that job.
George, your job is to prevent disaster. That's your
Yes.
first mandate.
Yes.
And to manage it when they happen.
Yes.
Did you try to prevent this disaster?
Why not? Why? No, you cannot prevent this one from happening.
Why?
You cannot.
Why?
Look, as we speak, our council did say something, and that is the truth. As we speak, according to the deputy CEO of VRE, 156 billion metric tons of water is contained behind
Did they
the
come
dam.
one day?
No, listen, the dam.
Did they come one day?
Listen to me, please.
No, I'm
permit me.
listening to you, but I'm asking you.
Yes, no, so I'm telling you something. And what has been spilled is about 6,000 metric tons.
And I'm asking, did it
6,000
all come in one day?
No. The
It came
spillage-
over time.
No, the spillage started on the 15th of
Did
September.
the water accumulate in one day?
If you will let me answer, I will be happy.
No, but I've asked you a question.
No, how can it accumulate one day?
So I'm saying that
You don't seem to appreciate why I'm quoting the 156
because you're
billion.
going to tell me that the dam will collapse if we don't.
Possibly.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what-
let
that's
the
what they say at
listener-
Wager,
let the
etc. But I'm saying that-
let the listener hear me.
Yes, so now-
this is the lesser of the two evils.
Now that we know
The
that.
lesser of the two evils.
Yes, no, that's
Yes.
propaganda. That's a technique of propaganda. Bandwagon, glittering generalities. I learned it at JJ. I got an A+ for that.
The lesser of two evils.
Yes, lesser of two evils,
Yes.
bandwagon, hero
Yes,
worship,
yes,
glittering
yes,
generalities.
yes,
It be propaganda.
yes,
We didn't
yes.
learn that for GIG. I pass them, I get A+.
Okay.
I can show you my transcript.
Okay.
So now let's go on to the substantive
Yes,
question. The
yes.
substantive question is that did this water that you are talking about, the volume of water, did they accumulate the cubic meters? They accumulated in one day.
No.
It accumulated over time.
Yes, over a period.
And why didn't the people at VRA think it wise to start releasing it?
They did that from 15 September. You know, VRA needs the water in the dam for their work. And so when it gets, he gave you figures 278 meters.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
When it gets to a point, then they begin to appreciate that the rise and the rate of rise, is also part of the reasoning that informs their decision to spill. Okay, and so if it's not at the point yet, they need the water for the operation.
Is VRA going to open the other 6 gates? Is VRA going to open the other 6 gates?
It depends. If as he's saying, if it's hitting that point and putting the dam in danger, why not?
That means that people's villages will be swept
No,
away.
as we speak, Johnny, they started with 1,000 cubic meters per second.
Right.
Moved to 5,000 cubic. Once it gets to 5,000, level 2 disaster has been declared. So phase 2 has been declared. As we speak today, it's 6,700 cubic meters per second. So if the level of rise doesn't reduce, then this may be spiraling up.
So
If
this
we
is,
get to 10,000,
so
we are
this
in
is not a
trouble.
controlled spillage.
It is. They
Is it?
started, yes. They
How is
started.
that controlled
No,
when the villages
that's
are
it.
being swept around?
No, yes. If they had not done it that way, it would have been worse than this. That's why I cited the volume of water in the dam.
You see,
okay? And as we speak,
Council, I'll come to you. I know you are itching.
It's part of the controlled spillage.
But then-
Otherwise,
but-
they are factoring the Sogakofe
But-
bridge into the
But the
spillage
people just left here and they
processes.
said they are not aware of all that what you are talking about.
They
The
are not
people who
aware.
are going to be affected
Oh,
by
no, we went to do
the
sensitization.
Mepe Association. These are people with
so-
I
masters
was in
degree.
Bato, I was
you
in
see,
Bato,
Johnny,
I was in Ada,
Johnny.
I was in Atimpo.
Johnny, I need to.
When were you
I
there?
need
The
to-
simulation
When were
time.
you there?
The
I need to
simulation
put
time. I
matters
was
in
there.
proper
in May.
perspective.
Right.
You see,
We went
George,
into the community.
George,
Allow
George,
council.
there's something that you
council.
need to appreciate. That one, the water in the dam now, which is creating the problem, it's not typically a Ghanaian quote unquote water,
That's the bridge.
right?
They're showing
It is water also coming from no other place but Burkina Faso and Mali.
Yes.
So there's always the need for inter-governmental collaboration. So for instance, you have the Bagri Dam
Right.
in Burkina Faso.
Yes. That's that collaboration.
That's Bobo de la So, I should think.
Where?
Now, because of that dam,
Bakri
if-
and Kompenga.
yes. Now, if they want to do the spillage, what they do is that they will tell VRA
Right.
that this is how much water we're
Sit
about
that
to
down.
spill.
Right.
Yes.
Then VRA can now do the estimate and say that, look, if this volume of water is suddenly coming,
Okay.
we are going to have this much in our reservoir.
Right.
What will be the integrity impact on the Akosobo Dam and Pong?
Right.
So you do all those assessments. And that is why I'm saying that some people went to sleep. Because the spill didn't start in September.
Right.
So if you are starting your simulation by 15th of September,
Of May. With this simulation in May.
How did it?
but you
Let's
started
start
the
it
spill
in
in September.
September, yes.
But I'm saying that the accumulation started somewhere in August.
That's the question I asked him.
And so by August, if you had
surprised you
and
don't
you see,
appreciate the
if by
position.
August, hold on, no, if by August,
Yes.
you had regulated the spillage, won't be in this mess.
So,
Why should we regulate
hold on.
spillage
But
in
you see,
September?
but you know what?
In August.
But
Why
you know
would we
what?
do that?
VRA were also thinking of getting more water.
Thank you. That's all. That's the answer.
But at the peril of
At
whose
the
life?
peril of what? No, you should
they
know
did
that.
it.
Oh, hold on.
At the
The
peril
rate
of whose
of
life?
growth,
said
the
this
rate of
earlier and you
growth,
don't want to
the rate
appreciate
of
it.
growth in the water level.
Right.
At the beginning of this year, the water level was about 255. At the beginning of the year, 255. So what we are saying is that you have done almost 20 point increase within 1 year. That should tell you that there's going to be a problem.
That's right.
Because you can do a 10-year cycle and
knew
see
it.
the rate of growth.
But
So if you knew it and you sat down,
but
you
George,
should be
George,
the
George,
problem.
don't you
That's
think?
why the
So you say
simulation-
VRA has done nothing wrong? That's what you're saying.
In fact, by
As for
now they should be
blaming, I'm not here to absorb blame or whatever.
No, I'm
People
asking-
have the
I've
right.
asked you a
no, they
question.
took steps. Okay, sorry. They took
No,
steps.
George, I've asked you a question.
No.
Do you think that VRA did nothing wrong? Yes or no?
Nothing wrong. How? I don't understand.
Because
they
the
took steps.
people
I know
are
they
putting
took
the blame
steps.
on them.
I know they took steps. That's
So
why they
did they-
collaborated with
did
us.
they do anything
There's a
right or
committee.
wrong?
They have their emergency preparedness plan
I
ready.
know what VRA has.
Obviously,
I'm
yes.
asking you,
And we tested it.
working with VRA as national
Yes.
disaster.
The results was that we conscientized the people, and so the people were ready. Okay, when these thing happens, the response.
Did you provide
okay,
alternative
Good. Maybe
alternative
some were looking
accommodation?
at
No, no.
evacuation centers.
Did
and all
you-
that.
yes,
No,
and
there
I've
was
asked you that evacuation center
yes,
question.
normally Ghana, we don't have structured evacuation
But that
centers.
is your job as
We-
NADMO.
No, so what we do is we identify places
did you-
like
did you
schools,
provide
community
alternative-
centers. Yes,
alternative
we did.
accommodations?
But we didn't do it
95%
before now,
identified.
that immediate, because
George,
most
George,
Chief, the place is 95%
95% underwater.
Where will you identify as
Which
a
evacuation center are you talking about?
No, places have been identified as we speak, okay? And people have been sent there.
Mortuaries,
There are places
Komboni,
there.
Komboni.
Yes,
They are
yes,
planning to
yes.
move 250 bodies to Accra.
Yes.
Cemeteries,
Yes.
pit latrines,
we
all
know,
of that.
We know.
Is
we
is
know.
not thinking about cholera, diarrhea, typhoid?
We've shut their water system down. We're supplying water tanks are going there.
But the people are in the water.
Oh no, those we've taken. Are you saying they are still in the water now? We've moved some of them to places. Some have moved to integrate with relatives outside of the
Have you
place.
seen the committee that the chief of staff set on
Yeah,
behalf?
the interministerial
on
committee.
Did you see the health
They are
minister
moving.
in there?
Yes. He's
The
part.
health minister is not part.
No,
he's not part.
He's part.
He's not part.
He's part.
He's
All
not
of
part.
them are part.
George, he is
As
not
we
part.
speak, health team is on the ground.
George, he is not
Ghana
part.
Medical Association.
all the related
Association
all
are
the
there,
related agencies.
Somebody
are
sent
there.
you the same
All the
information
related
that the health
agencies are
minister
there.
is not.
Oh no, they are.
George, let me read
This
to
is
you.
interministerial.
George, let me read to you. It says, this is dated 13th of October. It says, this is Chase Me, we'll go. Interministerial Committee to address Volta Dam spillage, induced flooding. On the instruction of the President of the Republic, an interministerial team headed by Chief of Staff has been set up to coordinate the government's response to the unfortunate flooding of some
it
communities
is in
following
heightened emergency now.
spilling from the Volta Dam. The committee is comprised of one Chief of Staff, Chairperson, Minister for National Security, Minister for Interior, Minister for Defense, Minister for Energy, Minister for Finance, Minister for Local Government, Minister for Works and Housing, Minister for Railway, Roads and Highway, Minister for Environment, Minister for Sanitation, Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Minister for Information. Kwekwaji Menu, she.
Health is
He is not there. This is an official thing signed by Kojo. You know, but he's
all
not there.
The related
No, but I'm saying that this is a letter signed by Kojo Bonkroma. He is not there. So is the government considering
an oversight?
typhoid?
It could be yes.
No, so Ghana
Cholera
Medical Association
is there.
as we speak.
Yes.
They have pitch camp
Yes, all of them.
at the place.
Right.
Because you see, usually once your
there.
water system
You see, if
is
you read
contaminated,
the disaster act,
there's
Hold on for me.
once your water system is contaminated, there's a high likelihood of diarrhea,
Cholera,
typhoid,
and other.
diphtheria, and
Yes,
all
yes,
of those
yes,
waterborne,
Right,
diseases.
right.
And
So they are not
you know
using
where
their water.
Kendrase's house is?
I know. I've been there before.
You know there.
I know waterfront. Waterfront is about the size of this studio on the beachfront.
Perfect.
It has been now it's a fishing area. I showed it. 6 news. Go back
But
to
you see,
waterfront on the
In
Facebook.
May,
page.
when you did the simulation exercise, all the information I'm reading is suggesting that what has happened is not what you anticipated. Because I read here that VRA understands our responsibility to ensure that the Akozomo Dam, blah, 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 are safe, even though the events are preparing for a low likelihood. It means the simulation exercise did not give you any indication that the
Impact assessment was
See,
really not done.
yeah, because all the information
So-
I'm reading here, even the this is something that
So
is
this
from
is
the
Kendra's
VRA.
Yes. place.
Low
Yes.
likelihood.
No,
They said that
George,
information
George,
for an
you
unlikely
this
prepare.
event.
this is Kendra's place.
Yes.
So what kind of impact assessments were they
It's
doing?
completely buried.
It's gone. It's gone. George,
Yes.
so I've suggested to you
Yes.
and have read evidence to suggest that the Minister for Health is
It
not
could
on
be
this
an
committee.
oversight.
It's
It
not
could
an
be an
oversight.
oversight. It
The
could be
government
an
has
oversight.
oversight issues.
Because health issue is an integral part of happenings like this. Okay, there's a health team on the field.
But where is the Minister for Health?
I'm surprised he's
George,
not.
the people are not
captured
happy. The
in
people
there.
are not happy
Yes.
with you.
No,
Do you know
but
that?
Are we happy ourselves? We are not happy with the situation now. But fortunately, with the interministerial committee, it means the government is taking it the emergency heightened emergency.
Are you going to
So
pick an issue
that
with
is very
VRA
important.
on this one?
Pick what?
An issue with VRA on this
No,
one.
why do we pick an issue? We've been collaborating with them from the get-go. They've released about 10 million CDs.
So this
another
government
10
to
million
government.
is going to be.
So this government
pushed
to government.
Yes. We've
And-
been working in
And
partnership
the
with
20
them.
million is
Yes.
enough to cure people's pain.
No, you need to support. The incident has happened. No, I'm maybe some other expert will tell me this is avoidable.
Right.
Okay.
And
It's
some
avoidable.
experts say that.
Preventable.
No. I don't know whether it's preventable. I don't know.
Some experts have said that, you know that.
Evacuation and co, that we can take responsibility
Where are the
for
people
that.
sleeping
You
now?
get it?
Where are the
But
people
for
sleeping
now,
now?
yes, I've told you that we've set up some schools.
So schools have been
community
shut down.
centers, and then some fields. We've laid tents and co there.
So schools have been shut down.
Of course. Well, who is going? You yourself said the whole place is in water, submerged in water. So how will kids go to school? We cannot
But
put
Chief,
their life in
between
danger.
May and September, I don't
Yes,
think
yes.
you did a lot of education because after May, the simulation, what did
Yes.
you do, Nadmo, in terms
No,
of the
when
education?
we finished
Yeah.
the assemblies, all the 9 district assemblies were packed. And so not when the assemblies were tasked to continue to engage the people.
So between
You get
May
it?
and
Yes,
September, it was
yes.
done consistently.
Yes, we were
And you
to
have evidence
engage
to prove
continuous community
So
engagement.
you have evidence to
was
prove
it.
that. You have
No,
evidence
but
to
we
prove that.
have done the thing. We told them the likely
No,
consequences.
Nadmo is supposed to lead the education. But I'm saying that, do you have evidence
Yes,
to
our
prove that?
teams were all tasked to do that within the district, all the 9 districts.
I'm just asking simply.
Yes.
So you have evidence
Yes.
of the education.
No, we tax them to do.
It's not a tax.
definitely.
No, just
do you
ask-
have
I don't know.
evidence?
Because if you do
of-
What do you
education,
mean by
look,
evidence?
if you do
Yes,
education, I'm
yes.
sure as Nadmo
Yes.
you gather, you have video evidence, so that when things like this happen, you say, look,
Okay,
this
so
way,
Yes,
that
we
way.
will tax our
William,
people,
hold
so
on for
that
me.
one, yes,
George,
yeah,
your
yeah.
stimulation exercise, what form did it take? What did you do? What
Oh,
did
no,
you tell
we-
the people?
Yes, we went to the people that they are downstream of the Akosombo Dam.
Right.
When the water level rises, there's likely to be spillage. When we
Right.
spill the water, the volumes will rise, and so it
Okay.
may inundate them. Okay, when it happens that way, they will be moved to safer grounds and others. And when it happens like that, we need their cooperation and their support. We engaged them. In fact, we did some drama and other things in.
Do you know it took more than 4 days
others.
before you people came to evacuate the people? 4 days.
Yes, the
4 days.
spillage started
It's not
on
when the
the
spillage. I'm saying
15th.
I'm saying
Listen,
when
the
it's
gradual spillage.
no. I'm saying when the people started drowning, it took you 4 days.
I don't know about that because we were
When
with
the
them.
people in
We were with
Angola,
them. Yes.
Keta, and
Yes.
Ketu South, they
Yes.
started drowning, it took you 7 days.
Wow.
This one, I monitored it, took you
Okay.
4 days. My friends in Nadbo, in the Volta region, they themselves, they sent me videos and said, it's been 4 days, our people have not come. 4 days. I played the video here on
The
Johnny's Bite.
regional minister himself went to the affected area
4
5
days.
days after.
4 days. So,
Look, a while ago,
when
I
you
was-
said to
He
me
looks
that you-
surprised.
No,
A
you said
while
to me that
ago,
you did-
I was telling him
Yes.
on
When he
the
said to
on
you
TV.
that-
I was telling him.
Hold up, sorry.
something
When you
on
told
TV.
me that you this simulation and this is what, that's why I asked you, what did you tell them exactly?
No, we told them everything.
Because
that
you
is
told them
likely to
that
happen.
it will happen.
Yes,
and
if
that-
it does happen.
And
yes,
if it does happen,
yes,
you
as
move
he
them.
read.
And-
We didn't certainty that, it's going to happen.
And
no,
then,
we said
and
this
then,
are the
and then when the,
possibilities.
and then when the
Yes,
thing
yes.
started happening,
We can't
it took you
say
4
that.
days before you
That's
came
why I
to me.
said, because we've been there with them from the get-go.
See.
But as you see, the national
Is it not
action and
even- is it not
attention
even
is a
clear?
different matter.
Action.
Okay,
Is it
national
not
action and
clear?
You
attention
ask
is
him.
different.
Is it
Okay?
not
We have to wrap
Yeah,
up.
but see, that one is at the place.
George,
So
hold
you
on.
say we
I
didn't
asked
do
him a
4
simple
days. No.
question.
If you're talking
The
national
president
attention,
had
it's
traveled
different.
to the US,
Yes.
right?
When other presidents have cut short their travel.
Yes,
You-
cut
no,
short.
he-
Yes,
disaster.
come back.
He
Yes, come
went
back.
to
Yes,
he
yeah.
went to the US.
He went-
He didn't cut short. He
cut
came
short.
at the
He
right
finished.
time.
He finished the
finished
tour.
the program and came.
3 days.
But he handed over the country to his vice. The vice
You
was
are interested in the
campaigning.
political
No.
angle of it.
Everything is on the on.
This is a serious
No, he is
matter.
interested in the political propaganda. That's a different matter.
No, you can't call
People's
this
lives
propaganda.
matter.
No.
And there's
And
their
so,
lives
George,
to be
if you have
saved. And that's
an
more
acting
important.
When the matter
Not
came,
the
they put
political
together
power
an
you seek.
interministerial
That's not the
committee.
issue.
Interministerial
Without
committee,
the vice
political committee. Do you
Yes.
agree?
No.
What what is no? I'm asking if you
They
agree.
run the country.
Exactly.
It's
So what
the
is
government.
it? Is
That's the
political.
government.
It is
And where was
political.
the vice
It is
president?
political.
Where was the
The
vice
The government is
Where was
political.
the vice
Yes.
The
president?
government is not
That is
social.
the government.
The government is not is
George.
political.
No,
So
you're
how you
taking
think-
political advantage.
George,
Is what
George,
I feel sad
But you're also a
about.
political figure, aren't you?
Yes.
George, we have to go.
There's a government
George,
and there's a charge to keep.
George,
yes.
we have to
so
go.
government must act.
George, we have
Can
to
I-
go. But
can
if you
I-
see, sorry,
Yes.
actually, I'm bringing.
Yes,
We have to wrap
government
up.
must act. So I
but,
disagree with
George,
William.
you see, the vice president
Yes.
was acting instead of
Yes,
the president.
Definitely.
He didn't make any pronouncement.
Never.
He never went there.
Never.
Then
The regional minister
Wait,
was there.
I'm coming. The vice
After 5
president.
days.
I'm telling you that in other countries, UK, US, Canada, presidents have cut short or aborted their trips
Yes.
just to attend to their people who are
And
drowning.
what has happened in Ghana?
The vice president said
They've cut
nothing.
short their
And
things
then
to
now,
support.
the
He
letter,
never
the
visited
letter
the
that
place.
is written by Kojo Oponkroma on the 30th of October says, on the instructions of President Akufo-Addo,
Yes.
when Mr. Akufo-Addo was still out of the country, Baumia was in charge. He said on the strike. So Mr. Akufo-Addo was ordering from outside,
It's okay.
and Dr. Baumia was
president
here
is always in
as
charge.
acting.
president is always
He
in
was in Daboya.
Campaigning.
Even if it's written by the vice president, it's the instruction of the president.
The vice
That
president
is
was in
protocol.
Daboya
That is
campaigning.
protocol.
He was in
Please,
Daboya
let's
campaigning.
leave that.
No,
The
we will say that.
president- Look,
Does he
the
care about the
problem
people?
The president is he runs the affairs of state.
Does the vice
so when
president
the
care about the
president is
people?
out of country, I have a problem with that swearing in thing at Parliament and co.
Does the
Because
vice
the
pres-
president runs
That's
the
not
country
even the-
anywhere,
That's the-
anytime.
Does the vice president care about the people?
Why not?
He
Why
was
not?
in Daboya campaigning.
Yes, if there's an issue, he
on-
will come down
on
there.
dry land.
And then say, look, Volta regional minister, move to the place. Let's see what
5
it is.
days after.
Okay? So the minister's report will then determine
George,
that, come
you-
on.
George.
the thing that- look, we activate emergencies at levels.
George, you know
Okay?
why? George, you
when
know.
it gets to
George,
that
George,
level,
you know why?
then it's a
George, you know
different
why
thing.
I will take what you're
Phase
saying with a
two
pinch of
emergency
what I'll
has been
take what you're
declared.
saying with a pinch of salt.
I don't know.
When Keta
Yes.
and Loga, the tidal waves happened in Ketu South.
Yes.
The vice president went to a Volta regional, Volta, explore Volta. Did you do remember?
Yeah.
William, Kafui Day, Jifra Bampo. He went to celebrate, play Bobobo with Dr. Lecha in Volta region. Same time the people were drowning.
I don't know about this.
I'm telling you.
You know, because we sent a team there.
I said
Our
that-
Volta region team were there.
Even that one, it took you
They were
7
there.
days.
No, they were
It
there.
took you 7 days.
They
You
were
and
there.
you
see,
and you and
when
Jifa
you talk-
Gomashi,
you-
you and Jifa Gomashi fought.
No, why will I
No,
fight
not you.
No,
Your boss, who wants to be MP. You fought.
Oh no,
And
no,
I'm
they
saying,
may
oh, they
disagree.
fought.
Yes,
They
yes,
fought.
yeah,
I can play the video here. I have the
yeah,
video here.
no problem.
Where you were
no,
fighting.
they may disagree, but that is.
But
it.
I'm saying
but
that
it's you see,
on
sometimes
that
before
occasion,
it assumes national dimension, where 3FM,
George.
TV3 and Co begin to beam their lenses there,
George.
then maybe it's taking some
There-
days. I
George,
agree with
George,
that.
I can
okay?
tell you-
But in the immediate,
George,
NADMO has been
George,
there.
I can tell you on authority.
Government has been
George,
there.
I can tell you on
Assemblies are
authority.
there.
The relief items it took to Angloga to go and present to them was
Yeah.
more than what you Nadbo gave to the people. I can tell you that. And I will say because I was there. I had even broken my ankle.
Who took to Angloga?
We,
I remember
Media
you
General.
did the
Yes,
show.
Yes.
I
and
did
then
a whole
you
live show
came
there.
back
Yes.
and then you had
Yes.
your.
I went
But
on
that
corporate.
will have
I've been
issues.
trying to
we-
investigate.
If you have a platform, yes,
yes.
exactly.
Yeah, no.
William.
I'm not saying
When we went to
no.
Tete-
What?
It was the same problem.
See,
When
this
you
is
went to
this
where?
is this is Ken Girasse's place.
The Nadmo people
Yes.
had issues.
Yes.
What we no that is moved. What we gave to Angloga,
Yes.
Keta and Ketu
I'm
South
not going to dispute
was
that.
more than what
I'm
you
not
and
gonna
that was
dispute
saying.
that.
We
No.
private
But we
entities.
send things, no problem.
Oh,
The private
after
support,
7 days.
you support. So
After
please,
7 days.
yeah, no, I'm not saying all is rosy at NADMO and our response
You have-
is
you have to do
is
better.
is
You have to do
fantastic.
better.
No,
You have to- you are
But
my friend,
need the
but you have to
resources.
do
You
better.
need the resources to be able
So
to
you are
do
ill-resourced
better.
and you are defending.
defending. No, what am I defending? I'm not defending anything. I'm telling you the situation.
George,
you get it?
you are my friend.
I'm
there-
telling
you
you,
there,
as
you are
we
my
speak,
friend.
I told you VRA has released 10 million and procurements and codes
They
going
have
on and
messed up people's
supplies
lives
is
and
going on.
reduced 10 million as if that's the end of the story.
No, then another 10 will come to support the people. Because where they are now, their livelihood is virtually gone.
Their homes are gone.
Yes. So we need to take care of them to keep body and soul
You
together.
know when
and that's exactly what
when
we
the
are doing.
Apiati disaster happened,
Yes.
ministers in this country
Were
vice president,
running.
they were taking helicopter
to the place.
Yes.
Have you taken one helicopter to the place? Volta region.
To where?
Volta region. Apiati, when Apiati happened.
Because Apiati, it was declared a heightened emergency, level 2 emergency.
This one is not heightened.
No, now it's level 2. Okay, it was level 1 before. The spillage was about 1,000 cubic meters per second.
George, you don't get evidence. You explain tire.
No, I'm telling you the truth. And that's the SOPs.
I'm
Williams may disagree.
still convinced that after the May simulation,
you are my friend
the
there.
education was not consistent.
Oh, it was.
They went to sleep.
Maybe
afterwards
not
you give me-
intensive. but
Exactly, I
yes,
said
not
it
intensive,
not
but
intensive.
it
It
was-
didn't happen.
engagement.
You
No,
were there.
as you said, you were right.
The North Dakota.
We didn't
You were there with
believe it's going to be.
the
Yes,
North
yes.
Dakota team.
Yes,
What
yes,
happened?
yes.
We have to go.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
I'm saying that after the May
There was-
simulation,
there was-
Sisters is threatening to come
There
and
was-
meet
there
my
was
wife.
an
happened.
issue
A lot
in
of
race
things happened.
a while ago.
Williams,
Maybe
a lot
just
of things
by-
happened.
just by
George,
way
your
of
mic is
public-
off. William, your mic is off.
Just by
Sixes.
way of public
Yes,
education.
quickly.
Okay, so you know, much earlier I heard the MEPE, the leadership
Yes,
of the MEPE.
yes.
Okay,
Kojo
so
and,
you notice
Kennedy.
that your voters card, you don't need it to vote.
Yeah.
You don't need it to vote.
Right.
So even if it's lost, you don't need it to vote. It's biometric. So when the person is registered, on the day of election, you can just go and with just your fingerprint on the devices,
Right.
it will pop up. Because I heard them make the point that they are afraid their cars and others would have been
No,
lost.
the voter ID cards to have been swept away.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, that you don't need a voter's card to
Okay.
vote.
Okay.
Once you're a registered voter, because it's biometrically done,
Right.
all you need are your fingerprints and it will pop up.
But you see,
So by way of public education,
But you
so
see-
that you see what this thing does is that it creates a certain heightened anxiety.
Council, the
but
peop-
when people know,
They can go for replacement.
not even beyond the replacement,
Council,
you can
the
still-
people are agitated because of what they have seen before. They have seen some before. When they go to the place and they tell them cock and bull
Who knew
stories.
card I won't mean to have.
You understand? So their fear is out of that situation.
This
So they
one,
should
this
go
is
for
why we call
replacement. Let's tell them.
constructive dismissal.
But are we all, it's off, eh?
You know, in
Yes,
law, no,
we are-
in
we
law,
are-
in law,
we
it
are
is called
opposing later.
constructive dismissal.
And we are off, eh?
3FM Sunrise.